Welcome to day 6 of Booty Bootcamp. My name is Melanie Dawn. Today we're starting in downward facing dog. It sounds like we're gonna start out a little wild and crazy, but I'm actually feeling quite low energy today. First day of my moon cycle, so I'm taking it easy on you guys and it'll be what it'll be. Maybe some of you will cuss me, who knows. So downward facing dog. You can pedal out your legs, dropping one ankle, lifting the other heel, and starting to roll the hips just a little bit. Pressing down through the fingertips, directing energy back to the thighs through the heart so that the sit bones pick up. And then you'll take your right leg and reach it up towards the sky, bend the knee, fire hydrant the leg, and start to do circles one way, and then reverse. Nice and slow, lots of glute activation. And then step your foot forward. Find a half pigeon. That's probably not foot forward. I could have cued that a lot better. But hopefully you're here in half pigeon, left heel. I like to keep tucked into my hip crease. That's not for everyone. Some of you are more comfortable with your foot or your shin bone parallel to the top side of your mat. Whatever, wherever you are, we're looking for a nice glute stretch through the right glute and opening through the right hip. So you can stay here. This is option 1 if you're a little bit tired today, or if you want some core, some low back, lots of glutes. You're gonna lift your arms and reach up towards the sky, squeezing the legs into center like a scissor. And then bring your hands back down. You'll gather your breath here, taking 2 to 3 good long breaths. And watch your thoughts, whatever's happening. There could be myriad of things happening inside the head. All of it is an inner reality that can be shifted the moment you pay attention to your thoughts. So be really mindful what thoughts you're thinking and be here in this practice while you are here. Next breath in, arms rise up and hold. And bring your hands back down. So option to do another one with the hands in the air, or to kind of do a chaturanga style push-up. Your palms are just in front of you, elbows bend, and you'll drop your chest down to your mat. And you can do 3 of those, or come back up for another one of these. And then palms will plant down, back toe tucks. You'll lift your right leg all the way back up, 3-legged dog. Pulse for a moment, 1, and then drive your foot forward, this time for real, landing in lizard. Right foot lands to the outside of right hand. And we're not getting crazy in lizard today. I guess you're welcome to, if you want, but I'm dropping my back knee and then using my exhale to pull my hips back, lift my right toes, and straight through the front leg. So a little bit wider of a half split. Inhale drives me forward, the hips are gliding forward, shoulders stack over wrists, and sliding back with the exhale, toes lift, front leg straightens. And we'll do 3 more of those, go nice, slow, and try to stay in an even breath. And at this stage, when you are flowing, it's nice to attach an audible breath to each move. It keeps the mind engaged with the body and used as a mantra, mind tool to stay here. Last one, hips glide back and then land forward. From here, you'll make sure your toes are out at about 45 degrees. And then pick your back knee up, step your back foot forward, find your Yogi Squat, Malasana. Use the elbows to help you open the knees, but also engage the glutes. So when the glutes lock on, then the knees open. It's kind of like a little magic. I love playing with it. Soft glutes, open glutes. And crown as tall as you can get it. Eyes can close here, breathing for 3. if you are, eyes closed, softly open, plant your palms, step your right foot back, find lizard on the left side. So as soon as that right toes touch down, your right knee could also come down, and you'll slide back into half split. So this time, left leg is straightening and left toes pointing up towards the sky. This side's quite tight for me. In breath, come back, so the sole of your foot drops down and you're in a low lizard. Exhale, pulling hips back, lengthening hamstring and flexing the toes. Knee bend, sole of the foot drives down every inhale. We have 2 more of those. You might have 3, I lost count. So if you're counting, make sure you throw in 1 or take 1 out. I'm gliding back 1 more time and coming forward into lizard. So you might be thinking, Melanie, you forgot a whole other side. I didn't. We're reversing out. So now you'll slide your left foot across and find half pigeon with the left knee bent. Top side of the right foot firmly planted down into your mat, and palms can stay on the mat, or you'll engage your glutes, lift up, arms reach. Inner thighs hug. And then the hands will come back down. In breath, reach up. And hands come back down. So you might feel that glute, hamstring, quad, everything is locking on. There are lots of power to pull your energy into center. This time, remember, you can go into these little push-ups 3 times or lift up. Breathing for 3. And then your hands will come back down, tuck the back toes, and kick your left heel up, 3-legged dog. Bend through the knee, kick the sole of your foot over to the right, and then start to circle your knee in one direction. Mindfully grabbing the glute to the bone, and then circling in the other direction. And then you'll softly drop big toes side by side. Start to drop your knees down to your mat. If you want a core, you could hover here, or keep the big toes together, widen the knees to the outside edges of your mat, and walk your hands forward as your hips come back, child's pose. So you stay in child's pose. I'm coming out so I can chat with you a little bit about the sensations that I'm trying to bring you with child's pose, and also about the option to revisit pigeon, half pigeon, left and right, or full double, oh, someone's here, or full double pigeon. We've done that in, I think, practice 3, something similar, maybe in practice 4. So child's pose, stay as long as you'd like. Lots of sensation into the hip crease, weighted down with every exhale through the hips, and a softening of the backs of the thighs, softening of the quads, and letting yourself really sink in. Thanks so much for joining me. Namaste.